Hey, that was Carol Weiss on the keyboard. Carol's been our orchestra for many, many years, and we love having her. I'm Andy Goldberg, and we're going to do some improv for you. We have two groups. The first one is mostly organic, and then they're going to be followed by Off the Wall. So mostly organic. Why don't you all pop on just for a second so everybody can see you and say hello. Where'd my... Something happened to my background, though. Took my blur away. All right, there we go. So there they are. And so we're going to take suggestions from the audience. I have no idea how many of you are out there, but when you have a suggestion, please type it in Q&A, not in chat, but type it into Q&A. And then we'll know what your suggestion is. So the first suggestion we need is, where is a place you might go on a first date? And the second question is, what is an unusual behavior quirk a person might have? All right, so I got coffee shop and park, those are great. And Starbucks, those are great. Mini golf. So Armand and Liz, why don't you stay on? Do you like coffee shop or ice cream parlor? And we need this picking lint off the other person. That's going to be so hard to do on Zoom. Cracks knuckles. There we go. Cracks knuckles. Ooh. All right. Let's take that you're at a ice cream parlor and one of you cracks knuckles. It's a first date. And if you can, pick lint off yourself, somebody changed it to. So if you want to do a little picking lint and cracking knuckles, I'm going to go away and have fun.
Hi. Hey, it's Susan?
Steve.
Hi, yeah, that's me.
Yeah. How are you?
Good.
I'm sorry, I got you a latte. I hope that's okay.
Oh, that's fine. Thanks.
So you have a on your there you go.
I'm good. Thank you. Thank you.
Gosh,
some lint I see in this latte.
Oh, I apologize. I shed a lot, and it's I just changed my fabric softener, and it is just wreaking havoc. I'm so sorry.
That's fine.
I'm so
That's fine. Why don't we get some ice cream too? This is a lovely ice cream coffee shop I see here. They got two of my favorite things.
Oh goodness.
Can Cameron please go away?
Rocky Road, or you look like a Rocky Road type of person.
I'm allergic to nuts and chocolate and dairy.
Then why did you suggest coffee shop? You were so excited.
I'm sorry. I'm a bit of a people pleaser. I get so nervous because I can't literally go anywhere without having some kind of allergic reaction to something. I'm so sorry.
Oh no, it's fine. It's fine. Look, I've been divorced 4 times now, so I can't be too picky. So I'll take what I can get. I've got my quirks too, you know.
No, you look perfect.
Well, good. That's what I try to look for.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You have a.
Oh, go on. I I just washed his shirt. I didn't have time to use a lint roller. I'm sorry if this is triggering some OCD.
No, that's fine. I should have worn a white shirt too, because it shows up. You know, it's like a, you know, the blizzard of '97 on my shirt right there.
Yeah.
Oh goodness. So where are you from? What do you do? I don't do this often. Clearly.
I work at a dry cleaners. And in fact, we
All right, great. Somebody tried to crash your date.
I know.
All right, so now we need a suggestion for, let's say you had something around the house that needed to be repaired and you were going to call on somebody to fix it. What would the thing that needs to be repaired be? All right, I got, wow, dishwasher, roof. Okay, let's go with dishwasher. Dishwasher it is, and let's bring on Mark and Barbara.
Hey, so I'm here to repair some kind of device. They're very unclear at appliances of yours.
Yeah, I entered the information very specifically on the website. I'm having problems with my designer dishwasher, okay? I had it custom built into my house, okay?
You sprung for the big bucks on that one, huh? You know, they all break down no matter how much you pay.
Well, I don't want to hear that. I want to hear that you can fix it. Can you fix it?
Sure, do me a favor. So which one is the dishwasher?
The one right there next to the sink, you know, where the dishwasher goes.
You know, and you put it in a very convenient place. Okay, so the first thing I want you to do is open the front so we can look inside and see what's going on.
Well, that's part of the problem. I can't get it open anymore. I don't know what's happened. There's like all those electronic buttons on there, and it's supposed to automatically open and automatically suck the dishes in and automatically wash them.
Yeah, and you paid extra for that, huh? Let me get my sledgehammer. Hold on a second.
Wait, hold on. The sledgehammer?
Well, sure. How do you expect me to open it if you can't?
Well, I want it fixed. I don't want it destroyed.
Well, look,
Okay.
you're the one who read the manual. I've never even seen this one before.
Well, look, I specifically said via the app that I wanted someone who was qualified to fix a Schnitzel Brad 4000, you know, and so I thought you understood.
Look, I'm qualified. I am so qualified. I could fix your dog for you while I'm doing that.
Well,
You have a dog?
well, actually, look, it's been like 3 days now without having dishes cleaned, and I'm a very, very messy eater. So I need to, you know, get this resolved, okay? Because otherwise I run out of plates.
Okay, well, okay, here we go. Instead of the sledgehammer, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use, this monkey wrench, okay? It's smaller and won't make as much damage. Let me just, oh! I'm so sorry. I'm assuming it's still under warranty.
Yeah, you were the warranty repair person. That's why I called you.
Rude.
All right, great. Now we need a suggestion for a first line for a scene. Just make up a first line for a scene.
Wow, what a great audience.
Oh, I like, are you going to eat that? It's chilly in here. Is that your monkey? Oh, well, of course, that's our friend John Content making that.
Well, thanks so much, John.
Thank you, John.
This escalator moves pretty fast. These are great suggestions. Mom
Are you going to
always
eat
likes
that?
the best. Yeah, Armand, Jason, you got one of these you like?
They're all great.
How about, are you gonna eat that?
Yeah, let's do that.
I'm gonna go with that.
Sure.
Yes.
Why are you crying? Oh, there's a good one. Feels like my brain is raining. These are good suggestions.
Mom always liked you best.
I'm gonna, one of you has to make that your first line. So I'm gonna see which one of you says it, and then that'll be the scene.
We're going with, are you gonna eat that?
Are you going to eat that?
No, you can have it. Just something's really bugging me, man. Something's really bugging me.
That's horrible. Can you tell me about it?
Look, I know what you're doing behind my back. I know you're responsible for my monkey leaving me.
Okay, that's
my
that's
pet
a
monkey
little-
leaving me. You were babysitting. I know you were watching him, and you two hit it off and bonded, and you kept that from me.
Well, you should know what he told me. He confided in me.
He told you?
He confided in me. Okay.
It's a lie.
I know he
Everything
always
is
talked about
exaggerated.
how you love to give away food, and this was a test. I asked you if you were going to eat that, and you were supposed to fight for your food. And you know what? You didn't.
I never have an appetite. I'm on a new diet. Okay, it's called the slim monkey.
What do you think the monkey feels like when the monkey is eating a ton of food and you're not eating anything?
Feels fat.
Exactly. Now you understand why he wants to be with me, because I make him feel normal.
What is you're running away with my monkey? I didn't think you would. I thought you would actually deny it, but you're really.
Yes.
Is that where he
It's
goes
happening.
at nights when he leaves?
And you know what? We're going to ask everyone around the world, are they going to eat that? And you know what? People are going to say, yeah, because I bought it. And maybe next time you have a pet monkey, you'll learn how to treat him right.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. Lose my monkey and my best friend?
Hey,
All in
are
one
you going to
day?
drink that?
Could have it.
Oh,
Fine, I'll drink it. Fine.
thank you.
Look, I just want to say goodbye to him one last time.
All right, I suppose that'll be okay. Hey, he wants to say goodbye to you one last time. What? Okay, no. Okay, so, there's a certain place where he said you could go. I don't feel comfortable saying that out loud, but I think you get the picture.
They tell me to go fuck myself. Is that it?
In monkey lingo, he did, yeah.
Monkeys.
Yeah.
All right, well, you got two suggestions in at once, so that was great. All right. You guys, we just need a place of business, any place of business. Okay, we got donut store, sex toy shop, pawn shop, car dealership, Sears Tower. These are great. Jason, Mark, do you have a preference?
What are you thinking, Mark?
How about a donut sex toy shop?
That's redundant.
Yeah, that's true.
I kind of like donut store.
I like donut shop. Yeah.
Okay, donut shop it is. We're going to do a game called New Choice. So they're going to start working in a donut shop or being in a donut shop. And As they go along, I'm going to call new choice. When I call new choice, whoever spoke last has to make a new choice and continue the scene. All right. So here we take you to a donut shop.
Excuse me, Dr. Donut. I'm
Yes.
assuming you're Dr. Donut. It's on the billboard.
Yes, I
fresh-
am Dr. Donut. Yes. How can I help you?
How fresh are the crawlers?
That's the existential question all who come to the donut shop ask. One must simply think what brought them here.
I
What
mean,
is
when
your
did you
name,
bake
sir?
them? When did you bake them? That's all I'm asking.
Ah, when does anyone make anything?
New choice.
When does anyone make donuts?
New choice.
When does donut shops start going out of style?
New choice.
When will I ever be able to leave this job? I get the same question every day.
Yeah, well, hey, trust me, I'm sorry I asked. Look, I'll just have a bear claw, okay? Can I just have a bear claw?
New choice.
Can I just have a half dozen donut holes?
New choice.
Can I just have that donut shaped like a diatribe written by Friedrich Nietzsche?
Oh, you mean this one? Yeah, well, this is
It's kind of
this
large.
is a pretty
Yeah.
pretty special donut here, and it's going to cost a pretty penny.
I
you
do
have a lot
love
of
how
money?
you arranged the chopped nuts in German script so well, actually.
Well, are you pretty wealthy?
I don't know. That's
It's going to cost
kind
a
of
lot
a
of money.
personal question. I mean, I have a decent budget for donuts. You know, I budget for my donuts every week. I have my donut day. This is donut day, and I figured I'd try your shop.
Okay, so well, this one's going to cost you $2,500.
New choice.
This one's going to cost you an arm and a leg.
New choice.
This is one that's going to cost you your wife and kids. Yeah, I'm looking. I'm kind of like, you know, I just want to get. I want the instant family, and you know, you can have the donut. I can have your family. It sounds like a fair trade.
You know, actually, I've been looking for a reason to sort of dump my wife, and my daughter's been getting on my nerves. So, you know, I'm thinking that might be a fair trade. What you know, but I'm looking for something else to sweeten the deal. Okay, how much for that little cafe table set? Can I
New
get that
choice.
too? How much for the cream and sugar dispensers over there?
New choice.
How about that great pair of orthopedic Crocs you're wearing? Can you throw those in too? Oh, I like the lime green too, I gotta tell you.
Great.
I want to go to that shop.
Me too.
All right, very good. So now we need a mundane topic that someone might debate about. Something like boxers versus briefs, or Coke versus Pepsi, that kind of a thing. Reading versus TV, paperback versus hardcover, kittens versus puppies, iPhone, Android. These are great. Pencils versus auto pencil. And the classic toilet paper, over or under. Liz, Barb, you got
I'll be there in a second.
a preference?
Oh, gee, I don't know.
Well-
Kittens, dogs?
Sure, yeah,
Is that cool with you?
Which one is it?
cool.
A kitten versus puppy?
Okay, cat versus dog. All right, and here comes the host for Hot Topic, ladies and gentlemen. It's the fabulous Armand.
Hey,
Welcome to Hot Topic. It's America's favorite game where we discuss the country's most riveting topics. Yeah. All right, today we have a real important one for you. Real great one called Cats versus Dogs. And let's go ahead and get our experts out here, please. Our experts, please introduce yourselves and what side you're on.
Well, hi there. Yeah, I'm Deb Maniscalco. I am a real dog proponent. You know, I'm a personality driven individual, and I, you know, I'm about companionship and bonding. You know, I also don't like people too much, but basically, I really do believe in the intrinsic bond that exists between Homo sapien and canine.
Yeah. And our next expert, please.
Hi, I'm Louise Fletcher, and I'm a cat kind of gal. I think that little kittens are so cute when they're born, and I think they're fluffy, and there's nothing people enjoy more than a nice little pussy.
Ooh.
I'm sorry.
Well,
this is network television, is it not?
What? What? A little pussy cat? What's wrong with that? They grow up into cats, and they're very clean. You don't have to walk them.
They're very clean. What do you have to say about that? Are dogs, can they be clean as well as clean as cats?
Cleanliness is completely overrated as far as I'm concerned. Okay, so the cats, they don't have a backbone, and the people who own them have no backbone. Okay, dogs, they want for nothing. Okay, they want to be dirty, they're going to be dirty. They want to be clean, they're going to be clean. There's no high maintenance, you know, holier than thou attitude problem with a proper canine, a well-raised canine, of course. I don't trust the cat owners of the world. And your little beady eyes, ma'am, I'm sorry, but no, I don't.
Punches being thrown. Punches being thrown.
I just want to throw this out at this particular time. Have you ever approached somebody's house and this is what you hear on the inside?
All right, this can go on for a while. Let's go ahead and take some calls here. I'm sure we have some questions.
A house with a cat is a muffled.
And that's the problem right there.
Let's take some calls over here. Does anyone have a question for one of our experts?
Yeah, howdy. Long time listener, first time caller. My name's Jed Angleton, and I was wondering, is it possible for me to train up my cat to be a real killer, like a pit bull, but as a cat, like a pit cat? Can I get a pit cat?
My advice for that is that has been done throughout the world, and the best thing you can do is never, ever, ever file down their little claws. There was once noted and a cat with 7-inch claws, and they mauled a pirate.
Or you could just do it right from the get-go and just get a damn dog. Okay, don't waste your time.
Another question, please. Let's go to another caller here.
Hello, my name is Samuel, and I had a question for the cat person. Do you ever find out that cats really do have 9 lives? I don't want to be haunted by a haunted cat.
I did test this, and I actually put my own cat in harm's way 9 times, and it survived. So I tried it one more time, and it died.
So it is true, cats do have 9 lives, and they can haunt you. I think we have time for one more question, one final question, please.
Yes, I have a dog, but it identifies as a cat. Should I feed it dog food? Should I feed it dog food or cat food?
Just feed it dog food. Lead it the right way. Okay, it's uncertain. It doesn't know where to go. You just need to guided properly. I would recommend a nice chicken-based kibble. Nothing too chewy, nothing too big, nothing too unwieldy. And your cat will figure, your cat, dog, cat, whatever, will figure itself out real quick.
I believe in these days we have to respect one's own personal pronouns.
As long as you're a dog. Yeah.
All right, great job, you guys. Let's have Mostly Organic all come back on again.
Woo!
Great job, you guys.
Very fun.
Great show, guys.
Excellent job. All right, so we're going to have you stick around for the Q&A, but now we're going to go to Off the Wall. So let's have everybody in Off the Wall pop on just to say hi for a second. Uh-oh.
Hello.
Uh-oh, my mail came on. There they are. All right.
Carol, where's Carol?
Carol's got to come on.
Come on, Carol.
So,
Hello.
There she is. Okay, great.
hey.
All right, so now we're going to do a little improv with Off the Wall. We're going to start with, we need a suggestion for what's a subject that you might take a Zoom class about. Playwriting, baking
Well, let's do
bread.
playwriting. Playwriting, what the heck?
Want to take playwriting? Okay,
Sure.
that was the first suggestion.
Sure. Ready? Good evening. Hi, this is a Zoom version. I'm Francis McQuethy. I've written my name on the board, so to speak. And this is a one-on-one class. And we're just going to come in and have you come in and basically talk about who you are and what brought you to playwriting, which is art in amongst itself. So we're going to find out who the class is. So come on in and tell us all about yourself. And let's start with your name. And who would like to go first?
If I can go first, since I was here first.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
Okay. My name is Peter Abbott. And
Abbott. Go ahead.
And I'm out of a job. I was an exit manager at Fry Electronics, which means I examined people's bags on their way out. But Fry's went out of business because of the pandemic, so now I'm at a loss. And playwriting seems to be pretty easy, so I thought I'd give that a try.
Well, you know, it does have its merits, but it also has its drawbacks. But welcome to the class. Who's second?
My name is Tick Dolaroo.
Say again?
Tick Dolaroo.
Dick Dolaroo, okay.
Yes, I live in Orange County. I was the head of the re-elect President Trump committee, and now I need something to do.
Okay. Have you had any experience at all in writing plays?
I've made up a lot of stuff on paper, yes.
Okay, well, I bet you have. All right, so who is next, please? Gentleman with the mustache? Or...
Is it my turn?
Yes, sir, sorry.
My name is Skanky.
Skanky? Skanky what?
Just Skanky.
Skanky. All right, tell us about yourself.
This is my first time on Zoom. I'm using
well,
my friend's computer.
Oh, good, good. Well, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I do street theater. I do a show during the Don't Walk light at the corner. It's a 45-second show with a 45-second intermission.
Oh my God. What's the name of the show?
Don't Walk.
Don't Walk.
But everybody seems to be working from home right now. So
Right,
I thought
right.
I could do my theater at home, but I have to learn how to write something.
Okay, well, welcome to Playwriting 101.
Thank you.
And we seem to have one more student coming in. Ma'am, hello.
Oh, hello. How are you?
Hi, name please.
I'm Verena Denovi.
Verena Denovi.
Yes, I'm a published author of feminist children's books.
You're a published author of feminist children's books.
Yes, you may have read one that's been very popular. It's The Vagina Alphabet. Yes. And
Wow.
there's also a pop-up version. I'm in the process of, I would love to create a play
Yes.
out of this published work.
Wonderful. All right. Well, welcome to Playwriting 101. You know,
I'm so excited to be here.
Yeah, I'm so excited to have you. Playwriting goes back.
Bravo for you.
Thank you. Playwriting goes back to people sitting around a fire and telling stories. But of course, classically, we talk about the Greeks and the Romans. And you know,
We do. I have Shakespeare sitting right behind my
there
shoulder.
he is. There he is. Well, he was a little later
There's
on.
the bard.
Absolutely. But they had a Greek festival. And does anybody know anything about the Greek festival? The festival the Greeks had when they drank their wine.
Of course. The Festival Dionysius.
Yes, right. Do you know who Skanky? Do you know who Dionysus is?
He works on the corner across the street from me.
All right. Well, anybody else? Dionysus is the god of what?
Wasn't he the god of wine and good times and
You know,
stuff
he's
like
the kind
that?
of guy you'd like to have over at a party. And everybody tried to write plays. And what are the names of some of the famous playwrights of that era?
Aristophanes?
Aristophanes,
Euripides.
Euripides. And they wrote Greek what? They wrote Greek
Plays.
Letters.
tragedies and comedies.
Well, they didn't write comedies, but some
Well,
did.
Euripides
Others.
certainly wrote comedies.
Euripides.
Yes, Euripides did. Yes, and then in Rome there was Plautus and Terence, and they wrote the
They
kind
were
of
a comedy team a while ago.
Yes.
Will you be talking in English later?
Yes, I will. I'll come back to class tomorrow. Thank you for joining us. Thank you.
All right, now we need some authors. Anybody who's written a book of any kind, if you can suggest famous authors, that would be great. J.K. Rowling, Erica Jong, Caesar, Edgar Allan Poe. These are great. Mark Twain.
I'll do Mark Twain.
I thought you would do Rowling, Tom.
Okay. I mean, I don't really know. I'd rather do, well, Harry, what are you going to do?
I'll
I'm
do
gonna do
J.K.
Mark Twain.
I'll do Erica Jong.
What do you want to do?
Mark Twain is good.
Good. Go ahead, and I'll do Edgar Allan Poe.
Oh, great.
Okay, good. So we have our three authors, and what we're going to do is a conducted story. Each one will tell the story in the style of the author that they have chosen. And I'm going to just say the name of the person that should come on next. All right. So, Tom, your author is?
Edgar Allan Poe.
Bernadette?
Mark Twain.
And Harry?
Erica Jong.
Okay, and I'm so sorry, I need a first line for this story. Can somebody give us a first line for this story, please? Sorry, forgot to ask for that earlier.
You know, your donations help keep PBS producing programs like this. You can get a VHS copy of this very show just by sending in 25 cents in coin to Merkel Press.
There's some first lines.
All right, so how about the door opened and he came in?
Okay.
Tom.
The door opened and he came in. It had been a very cold night, and he worked for the man that he hated for many, many years. As he sat in the corner and ate his porridge, he began to think of how his life was so wretched and so awful. It was then that he heard the noise.
Burn.
It was Aunt Polly in the kitchen. She was making up a pot of stew, and she knew Tom was outside and that he was going to be coming in pretty soon. She yelled, "Tom, that you? You busy out there painting that fence?" Oh, he was a little nervous that she was going to make him be back at work, and he kind of hid behind the shrubs, waiting out the time. He heard the door slam.
Harry.
Polly came out. "Tom, I want you. I want you now. Put down that brush and come in here. I'm wearing nothing but a Turkish fan and a smile." Tom made his way to the parlor, where he saw Aunt Polly lay resplendent as only an unshaved woman can be. Little tufts of hair poking out everywhere, because that's the way women were supposed to be. Tom looked at
Becky was a girl who probably should shave someday. She was a neighbor girl, and she would walk by and walk past Tom and peek in the window and see Aunt Polly spread eagle on the couch. And she worried that that would be expected of her. So she was a blonde girl.
And knew better, and also knew the secret of the house. Aunt Polly had been dead for many, many years. And above her stood a bird, and the bird cried out each night at midnight that everyone in the neighborhood could hear.
Harry. I know. "Shut up, you stupid bird," said Aunt Polly. "Yes, it's true I've been dead for several years, but I've been filled with the spirit of a succubus, the spirit of womanhood, horny womanhood. Come here, Tom," she said, as she took a hickory dildo the size of a log from the drawer. "Tom, what I want you to
do is to come here and tickle me with this." But instead he took it and began to hit her and hit her and hit her and hit her.
Burn.
At last,
You know how I like it, Tommy. When you give Aunt Polly a spanking, it makes it all worthwhile. That's exactly why I left the whole inheritance to you, my dear nephew. I'm gone now, but
that took a much different turn than I expected.
Oh, we have Erica Young and
Yeah,
I'll say. Oh, I feel all dirty now.
all right. Very good. All right. Well, while Harry takes a shower, we need a suggestion.
Okay, I can
for,
get this, Andy.
Yeah.
What would be a reason that you would go to a video conference doctor, or you'd have a video conference for your doctor? What would be a reason that you would go to see a doctor on the video? I'm having a little trouble seeing the answer.
Fungus on my chin, toe trouble, vertigo. Too embarrassed to see in person.
Oh, here we go.
How about
Which would you guys like?
Vertigo.
Paul?
Fungus on my chin.
Vertigo.
Paul's requesting vertigo.
Okay. All right. We take you now to a video doctor conference.
hello, the doctor will be with you in just a moment. I'd just like to say, with your issue, no one has ever sent us as many photos, screenshots of anything, really, in terms of getting the doctor's opinion. Some things were a bit inappropriate, sir.
Well, I just wanted him to tell me which photo he liked the best. That's all.
Well, I like the one with you standing with a vase of flowers. That's very nice. You seem excited about the flowers without your clothes on.
I was excited to be standing is what it is with this vertigo that I've got.
I see. Well, I have all of your insurance information here, sir, and the doctor will be with you right now. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll be processing your billing.
Hello, Mr. Robnitz.
Yes.
Yes, I'm Dr. Vernon Malloy.
Hi.
Nice to see you today.
Thank you.
So you're experiencing some vertigo, are you?
Yes, yes, and it's even hard to sit down. I'm holding with both arms right now. I'm holding the chair.
So are you seated or are you standing at this
I'm
very
sitting
moment?
down right now, holding
You are
both
sitting
arms
down.
of the chair.
Okay, could you stand up for me, please, then?
Oh, okay, that's about as far as I can go without.
Okay, so now you're standing?
No, I was indicating that I couldn't stand just a
Well, I
moment
don't
ago.
believe indicating is sufficient for what we're trying to accomplish here. You know? You can't just indicate. Would you like me to indicate some medical advice?
Should I spend the rest of the session like this?
Well, you can. I just want to, see. So you seem to be teetering, or is
Yes.
it tottering?
I'm both.
Do you teeter or totter more?
I alternate.
Uh-huh. Very good. So how did that make you feel?
Dizzy.
Uh-huh.
So
What,
far, I don't feel like we made any progress, Doctor.
well, our session is not over yet, is it?
I hope not.
Okay, well then, what do you think is causing the vertigo?
I don't know. That's why I came to you.
Uh-huh. Can you stick your tongue out for me?
I can stick my tongue out at you, Doctor, at this point. Right.
Uh-huh. Oh, little longer.
As long as it is.
I mean, hold it out longer. Okay, that's good. Now, touch your ears with your fingers. Okay. Now, does the dizziness disperse?
Oh. My fingers just keep my head from wobbling back.
I'm
and forth,
sorry, I
that's
can't
all.
hear you. I can't understand what you're saying.
My fingers in my ears keep my head from wobbling back and forth.
Okay, well, then we're making progress, aren't we?
You're the doctor.
Okay, so what are we going to do for the rest of the day?
I don't know what you're gonna do, but I'm gonna lie down, I think.
Keep your fingers in your ears.
Again, right now, you mean?
No, for the rest of the day. Keep
For
the
the rest
tongue
of the
out, keep the
day.
fingers in the ears. Yes.
This
And
may not be a permanent solution, however. Aren't you gonna give me a prescription?
we're taking this one day at a time. You want the prescription?
Yeah, some sort of, there must be some medicine that would help me with this.
Oh, I don't think so. It's all in your head. Is the rest of your body dizzy or just your head?
Yay!
Thank you, doctor.
All right, so now we need a suggestion. We're going to need 3 musical styles. So if you could give us a bunch of musical styles, that'd be great.
Uh-oh.
Those are wonderful.
Oh, no.
All right, classical jazz, country, Scottish, blues, jazz, Baroque, gangster rap. I'm going to let you guys pick 3.
Okay.
I'll take Scottish folk.
I'll take gangsta rap. You want to end with Baroque? Let's go for Baroque.
See what else? Let me just double check here. Once again,
So it's gangster first,
thank you.
Scottish second. Is
Okay.
that correct?
Yep.
And then you're ending with
What were the other suggestions? I'm having issues with.
Classical,
Christian
blues,
pop.
jazz.
jazz, blues, rock and roll, Christian pop, death metal.
Okay. Oh, rock and
Okay,
roll.
here
That
I-
old thing.
Christian pop.
And you said you wanted what?
Well, Baroque, which is a form of classical.
Okay.
All right, so we're doing gangster, Scottish, and Baroque. Is that right?
Yes.
Right.
And a problem that you might encounter at work, what would that be? Lovely audience. Copier's broken. That's
okay.
we've never not gotten that suggestion. Someone ate my sandwich. I like that.
Oh,
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
All right, somebody ate your sandwich, and we take you to a place of business. Someone ate the sandwich, and enjoy. Here we go.
Bethany,
Yes,
did you eat my sandwich?
someone did. I burped. It was delicious. Thank you. I've been admiring your sandwich for a long time, Stan.
Really? I've been
Yeah.
admiring it too, and I've been wanting to eat it. That's 3 times this month, Bethany.
Stan, I appreciate that, but you see the quality of my sandwiches, and I'm actually just trying to learn. I take them apart, and this one was particularly interesting. Peanut butter, sprouts, avocado, and tahini. And I just love the way you constructed it. And so I had to eat it.
You deconstructed it and then you ate it.
Yeah.
I don't want you to do that anymore, Bethany.
You're my hero. I'm trying to learn.
Well,
How else can I not do it?
let me tell you exactly the way I feel about this. I'm trying to get me some nutrition. You're giving me the bad situation. I put the sandwich into the fridge and it's gone. It's disappeared and it makes me mad, Beth. I want to dag, Beth. I don't like it, Beth. Don't take the thing, whether sprouts, mustard, any kind of thing with hummus. I don't care. If I bring the sandwich, it's mine. Don't eat the MFing sandwich no more. Got it?
I do. You haven't told your friends about the way I eat the sandwiches, do you? Have you?
Oh, they know. They know, Beth.
What perhaps I'll do is I'll figure out a way to take whatever I bring outside and invite you there under a tree.
Under a tree?
In a glen. Somewhere green.
Wow, that would be great.
It would be green where we'll eat and settle down. It'll be mean for me to take it on the crown. But if you do share with me, Stan, the sandwich of Maine, I won't use your sandwiches for recipes again. And the holly and the heather, we will line it together, and we'll find a way to reach each other's wonderful paradise. If only we just share one another's sandwiches. So nice, so call off your posse. Please, let's go outside under the trees, and we'll eat with the bees and not get stung. Dan, how's that sound?
Oh, sounds great. I mean, that would
I
be
know, it's hard
wonderful.
not to get caught up in that, huh?
I look into your eyes and all I see is a plump, juicy haggis. I don't want to eat sandwiches anymore. I want to explore the world of charcuterie and gourmandism with you, Bethany.
I look in your eyes and I see your eyes.
You're so
And the whites
literal.
of your eyes and your eyelashes.
Well, don't the whites of my eyes remind you of deviled eggs?
Yes, and cheese.
Deviled eggs and cheese. Deviled eggs eggs and cheese
eggs and
are easy
cheese
to please.
are not
Bays on the plate
easy
you can't
to
hate.
please.
Deviled eggs and cheese.
Deviled eggs and cheese and eyeballs too.
Apples
I
too.
wonder what we'll have to do. It would be too.
Tra-la-la, we'll try some charcuterie. Here's a slice of pepperoni for you. We'll eat and eat and eat and look into each other's eyes as Apollo looks down from us from the sky. That's it.
Hey, I gotta say, that was great, you guys. Zoom, you challenged Zoom and you guys won.
We fought the Zoom and the Zoom won.
The Zoom. All right, great.
All right.
Can we get a number from 1 to 1,000 from the audience? Just one number between 1 and 1,000. All right, first one I got is 777.
Okay.
All right, we take you now to a live radio show.
Tom, show him the book.
Okay, well, in a moment. Hello, it's me, Tom Bien. We're the little radio station that can. We're down here by the Santa Monica Airport. So if we ever lose transmission, it's only because a plane is either taking off or landing. Each week, we turn to the book 1,000 Years, 1,000 People. The last millennium produced at least 1,000 people worth remembering. Their lives are chronicled in this book. Now, number 1 is Gutenberg. Number 1,000 is Andy Warhol. And as you get up in the higher numbers, you're not really going to know these people very well, because tonight our guest on the radio program is Barthol Goring Nuremberg, Nieburh, historiograph's hero, the German historian method of analyzing ancient text. So very exciting. And I know so many of you will give us a call at 310-464-2810. That's 310-464-2810. So
I'd like to say something here, which is that for the last several hundred years, I've been able to go pretty much where I wanted to without being recognized. But now that I'm on your program, of course, everyone's going to know who I am. So
there you
I had
go,
to think a great deal before I came on your show.
Well, let's talk about who you are and what you came from.
I said, let's do that.
Absolutely. You displayed a 3-volume history of Rome. Tell us, how did you acquire your knowledge of Rome?
I read other people's books about I'm not an idiot, but books and what they contain.
Very
I
good.
don't know if your explanation, pardon me, I didn't mean to speak at the same time.
Who are the Romans? Tell us, who are the Romans?
The people who lived in Rome. They had a huge empire at one point.
Good. All right, let's go to the
Half
phones.
the world.
It's all lighted up in front of me, and we've got a lot of people calling in. So, hello, I'm Tom Bien. Welcome to the program. Who is there? Please identify yourself.
Yeah, hi, my name is Red Neckman.
Red Neckman.
Yeah, I got a question. I've heard that expression, friends, Romans, countrymen. That would assume then that Romans are not friends.
What about that? Were Romans friends? What was it like to be a friend in Rome?
It was Mark Antony's appeal that everyone pay attention, not just Romans, but anyone else who might be there. Very often there were people from other places, although there weren't many other places besides Rome at that point. But anyway, there were lots of people from all over the world, people who had been colonized, people who were dealt, who were in commerce with Rome. They would have been there too, you see.
I see. All right, you're on the air with Tom Bien. Hello, is the caller there?
Hello, I'm Tick Dolarue, former head of the committee to re-elect President Trump in Orange County.
Yes, aren't you running for governor also in California?
Well, that's what I was going to ask. How did the Romans handle recalls?
What about Roman recall?
We had a very simple device for doing that. We had a long sword that was very heavy, and then you recalled.
Works for me.
Sounds good. Oh, you're on the air with Tom Bien. Is the caller there?
Hi.
Name, please.
I'm Peggy Neubauer, and I just wanted to ask if he sees any parallels between, the fall of Rome and QAnon.
What about the fall of Rome and QAnon?
Well, first I have to say that fall is the most beautiful season in Rome. And no wonder it became so famous. But the difference between the metaphorical fall of Rome and QAnon is, I don't know what the hell QAnon is.
That's Hillary Clinton, with the pizza parlor and the little kids.
Oh yeah, that's all true.
Okay. Hello, is the caller there? This is our last caller.
Yeah. I am a German student, and I am just loving to learn about this man. I had no idea who he is, and I still kind of don't. And I'm just wondering what he feels is his most amazing accomplishment. I listen off the line.
My most amazing accomplishment?
Yeah. I'm not really listening off the line. I just said that because
let me answer the question.
Yeah.
My greatest accomplishment is I am over 600 years old.
Okay. Well, you know what?
Actually,
we
not
really
quite.
appreciate
I'm exaggerating for effect. I'm only 410 years old.
You had us there. All right. This has been Tom Bien. Thank you.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen.
All right, that was great. We need Tom and Bernadette to take over.
That's right.
Go ahead, Bernadette.
We'll get these suggestions, Andy. May we have a suggestion of a place where emotions or states of being?
Any emotions?
Anything.
Sad.
Fear.
Peeved.
Lots of emotions. Many.
Okay.
Are you getting these, Tom?
Yeah, curiosity.
All right. Hangry.
Hangry, whatever that is.
Okay. Big.
There's one up here that I didn't see. Fear.
Okay. And what else, Tom?
Any other Butch? I'll take Butch, or maybe you should take that.
All right, I'll take Butch.
All right, I'll take suavity. And what about nationalities? Any nationalities that we can still make fun of?
Without
Any
being
nationalities?
politically incorrect.
You can always make fun of the Irish. We don't care.
German?
White?
Texan.
Texan, okay.
Okay.
Floridian.
Mexican.
Lower Slabovia.
Sylvian.
Lower Slavovian.
Okay. And where's a place where two people might meet, like a coffee shop, but not a coffee shop? Somewhere you might meet somebody somewhere.
Do we want a few more nationalities? European, maybe, or?
Sure, whatever. German and Lower Slavovian are
okay.
European.
A hotel lobby, great. That works for me. All right, I'll be calling my emotions for Andy.
And I will be calling these emotions for Wendy. We take you to a hotel lobby.
Hotel lobby.
Yes, can I help you?
Oh, I didn't see you right there, right in front of me. I was looking around for someone to help. I'm just checking in.
I'm the concierge.
Oh, I didn't know that the Motel 6 had concierges. Wow.
New, yes.
Curious.
Just if the Bellhop could turn off his video, please. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm sorry.
just-
You're
I'm-
the concierge.
Yes, I'm just wondering why you're here, why you're at Motel 6.
Peeved.
Well, because I couldn't find any other goddamn hotel available. I usually stay in very nice hotels, but I am here at a Hotel 6. At least there's a concierge. Fine,
Okay.
whatever.
That's
Here.
usually why people stay at Motel 6.
Fear,
I'm sorry.
fear, F-E-A-R, fear.
Are you the one who drove up in the tank?
Yes, I did. I have a tank. I need a place to park it, and that's very important to me. And at least you have an open parking lot,
Big.
open rooms.
B-I-G big.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, please. Back off, please.
I am backed off. This is me backed off.
Okay, well, we're gonna have to find a suite for you.
Yes, I need a series of suites. I need 3 adjoining suites in order to work here. And I'm happy to sleep on the roof, incidentally. I've done that before.
You have a
Sad,
hairy
very
chest.
Sad, S-A-D.
I'm sorry about the hair on your chest.
That's all right. It comes with being big.
Okay, so,
Butch.
we haven't had any.
Like I said, that comes with being big.
We haven't had anybody check in a long time.
Understandably so. Well, perhaps if I write a good Yelp review and there is this concierge service, we can change all of that, you and me. We can call it Motel 60 or something like that. 6.0.
Mexican, Texas.
Well, that sounds like a good idea, ma'am. I'll tell you what. Let me see. You can park your
Tank.
Your
It's a tank.
in the handicap zone over there. All right.
All right.
Fear.
I don't want to. What if someone steals it? That doesn't
What?
work. Oh my God.
All right,
Why
ma'am.
would you even say that? It's a tank.
I'm gonna need to see your ID.
No, I don't have my ID with me.
Lower Slavovian.
But I can find it in my tank. I will go to tank and I will come back. Wait a minute.
Moon Man.
Ooh, welcome. It's good to have you here. Normally we only take people from Upper Slobovia. But we'll make an exception in your case.
I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
I do have identification.
Oh, good. Let me see.
Hungry.
But is that snack bar something that comes with the room?
Yes, I'm also the chef.
Oh.
Would you like a moon pie?
I'll have a. I'm sorry. Did you say you weren't serving those? Yes. Because I'm not.
Very white.
I'm not just hungry. I'm hangry. Do you
Very
understand,
white.
Mr. Barry White?
No problem. I've got a special room for you. I'm gonna
German.
take you down there and show you a good time.
Yeah, I like these good times.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
think we
sound
can figure
like
that
the
out.
perfect person, concierge, and also other things.
Yes.
I like this. I like this Motel 6.0.
I provide all services.
Do you?
Yeah.
Right. My great grandfather was in the list, this book was a list of the 1,000 people, page number 777.
Oh, yes.
Did you know this? That's why I'm famous.
He's 450 years old, isn't he?
Yeah.
Romantic.
Mexican.
So, what can I get for you, eh? Anything you want.
Well, like you said, the room would be great. And I just really think you're so, I don't know, my type of person.
Yeah, well, this is the first time somebody's ever come in a tank.
Would you like me to show you the inside of my
I
tank?
would like that. Yes, I would like to drive it around the block if I could.
Oh, of course you can.
That would be fun for me.
All right, come on.
All right,
Come
let's
on.
go. Let's go now.
Come on. Let's go. Come on.
Let's jump in the tank. That's great, guys.
All righty. So now here comes our final piece of the night, of the day. It's daytime. Never done improv in the daytime before. Well, not that often. All right, we need a film in current release. What is this? A movie that's out right now, maybe.
Kind of a music already.
Yeah, we need non-musical.
Okay, Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi.
All right, Shang-Chi very much. We'll take that. And we take you now to a Broadway-like audition for the musical version of Shang-Chi.
Hello, it's me, Andrew Lloyd Payne Weber. I wrote that. Play a little bit of what I wrote. Go ahead, play. Yes, I wrote that, and so much more. Well, tonight you're here to witness the audition for the musical version of Shang-Chi, which is a current hit film, and we take you now to a Broadway audition for Shang-Chi, which did extremely well at the box office. So let's start out by getting in line. How about some getting in line music? All right, who's first, please?
I'm going to go quick because I'm an Uber driver and I'm going to get a call in a minute. I just dropped somebody off here. So I'd like to go quickly.
Tell us what your name is.
My name is Khaki Walsh. And
what is your theatrical background?
I'm a member of the Costco Theater Company.
And give us examples of some of the shows you've done.
Well, we do primarily shows adapted to the big box theme. 72,000 trombones, 700 brides for 700 brothers, that sort of thing.
Okay. Well, are you familiar with the current hit film Shang-Chi?
I am not, but right. I love martial arts. I'm not a black belt, but I do own a gi.
Good. All right. Well, one of the characters in the whole thing is called Lee, L-I, and the name of the song is Rescue Lee. Lee is the longtime love of Shang, and whether or not she's alive or dead, you'll find out in the movie. But the name of the song is Rescue Lee. It's about a woman who has been taken away.
Don't you look at me. You think I'll rescue Lee. I'm not really the one you need, not equipped to follow this dangerous deed. Listen, guys, you're looking the wrong way. I'm only here to get some pay. Listen, I just got a beep. My phone, I know I'm here at an audition.
All right, we'll call you back. Nice job. All right, who's next? Who's next? Step forward one at a time. Who's next? The other woman?
Oh,
yes, hello.
Hello.
Hi, name please?
My name is Françoise Lebedu.
And what is your theatrical background?
Well, I was with the Comédie Française, classically trained actress, but I also do stage movements, and I have many persona, and I actually just recently saw this fabulous film. Really liked it, and was doing a little bit of the kung fu. But
good. Well, are you familiar with
no, you casting a cast, an Asian cast, or what sorts of part would I be playing?
We're not quite sure, but we'd like to have you audition for the part of the hero's best friend. And
this would be the Aquafina part.
Sorry?
The Aquafina girl?
Yes. And the name of the song is There's No Going Back, which is the big theme in the movie. There's no going back. But right in front of you.
Let me find the music that you emailed me for the audition.
Please.
Just a moment. It's under some bills. Hold on a moment. Oh, here it is. There's no going back. Now we've found that you are much more than just an ordinary and the next Marvel star. You'll have magical powers. At least I hope so. And I will too. Before you go, I will follow you wherever you will go. Not that I have much choice, that much I already know. But si ça continue, je vais fluer, just like you were. So will I too.
Thank you. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Hello, hello. There you go. Very nice. Very nice. All righty, right then. Who's next? Who's next, please? Step forward and tell me your name. Anything
My
you know
name
about
is
yourself?
Chester Darby Jr., son of the famous actor Chester Darby.
All right. Well, tell us about yourself, Chester Darby Jr.
I am the son of the famous actor Chester Darby. You may have seen me do my tribute shows, including The Young Chester, Are You There, God? It's Me, Chester, and Chester Darby on Ice.
All right. And so you're here to audition for us for this show?
I'm carrying on the great thespian tradition that my father laid down for me. No.
Wonderful. All right. Well, listen, we've inserted a character that actually isn't in the film. It's the studio producer who is excited about the fact that this is the fourth predominantly Asian cast film since 1933, made in Hollywood, and it's made a ton of money. It did very well, much better than Suicide Squad and Black Widow. So tell us about the futures of superheroes movies with an Asian cast. That's the song is called Let's Make More Money.
They don't like those round eyes in those movies anymore. We got to get our actors from a foreign shore. Though Asians are the ones that are hot, we gotta have an Asian plot, 'cause Europeans just are not in fashion no more. Let's take Aladdin, make him kind of fine and simple. Make Aladdin Chinese, and then everybody will go, hey, he's Chinese now. And maybe the vast Chinese audience will take it from our hands. It'll be grand, and we'll wave a magic wand. We'll be awfully fond of Mickey Mouse, gonna be named Chang Mouse. And May Mouse, his girlfriend, and Goofy the dog will just be dog, and all sorts of things will make a change.
Thank you. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Thank you. Thank you all for coming. Thank you.
All right. That's our show for today. How about everybody come on, both groups. Great job, everybody. Take a quick little bow. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. All right. I guess it's
Where
time.
did Jason go?
Jason had to do some work, but he's going to try to come back. So I guess it's time for the Q&A. Not sure exactly how this works, but
Sort of built into the name.
Joan said so, loved it, thanks. So I guess the way this works is if you have any questions, you put them in the Q&A, and then we answer them.
I won't answer any personal questions about Andy.
I will.
You know nothing about him.
We'll just make things up.
I guess nobody has any questions.
What time is the show Sunday?
What time is the show Sunday? 7:30. That's in Culver City.
Well, here's a question.
Where did you learn improv?
Addressed
Some are from
to-
Chicago and different places. Anybody want to take that one? Where'd you learn improv?
Go ahead.
Oh, me? Oh, okay. So I learned from people from Chicago, from Second City, and that's where I met Tom Tully, my friend, and in 1973, I believe. And I studied with Del Close and Bernie Solins and Bern Piven and Sheldon Patinkin, all members of the earliest improv group in Chicago, which was the committee and the Playwrights Theater Club. So disciple of the old guys. You go.
And you
pretty much
directed some
me as
shows, besides performing there, you directed some shows at Second City too, right, Vern?
I directed. I'm one of 5 women to direct a Second City show in 60 some years. They could do better.
I was trained, sort of. That's all. That's all. I had, yes, I learned in the gutter. Okay.
Always in the circus.
Oh, you have an interesting and different background too, from San Francisco area.
Yeah, well, in San Francisco, I grew up on the committee, which was they call it an offshoot of Second City. Not really, but a lot of people from Second City did participate in the committee at the beginning. But I'd always loved that Nichols and May and Shelley Berman and those people, you know. And so it was sort of natural. I would start going, and then I just fell into being in a workshop, and that's
And
where I got most of my
in a company that was directed by Ann Bowen, whose husband was in the original Playwrights Theater Club and the Compass Players.
and Second City, yeah.
Mhm.
And then went to work at the committee, which is why Ann Bowen was in San Francisco. Yeah.
Roger Bowen.
And then she started the Pitchell Players, Paul, and then you guys came down to LA for a while, or how long were you up in San Francisco?
We started
As the Pitchells.
We started in '66, moved to LA in '74, broke up, and then when I came back down after going back to San Francisco for a little while, I read a review of Off the Wall in the newspaper in the Times, and realized that I knew some of those people. I knew Dee Marcus, who was the director and founder of the group, and so.
Did you know her from the San Francisco, Palo Alto area when she was at Illegitimate Theater?
I saw the Illegitimate Theater, but I didn't really know Dee, but I knew who she was. And I knew Susan Elliott, who was in the group at that time. She had been in the Pitchell Players for a while. But that's why I came over. And as it happened, a few people were leaving because they got a nice writing gig. So I got in pretty quickly, which is good.
And because you were so funny.
Well, thank you very much. I did dip my toe into the Groundlings for a couple of months, but I didn't enjoy doing what they did, which was basically bring in stuff that was already mostly polished and they'd put it in the show if it was, you know, I wanted to improvise in front of an audience.
Yeah, we love the Groundlings. We love them.
The Groundlings are great. I'm just saying that for me, it wasn't my cup of tea.
At that time, I think.
No, I should have stayed in the Groundlings.
But actually, it should be noted that the one of the founders of the Groundlings was from the committee.
Yes, one of the grounders of the Foundlings, Gary Austin. Yeah,
Gary Austin.
Archie Hahn.
Here's a question that
he was in the
relates.
committee too. Actually, Archie was in LA. Yeah.
Somebody wants to know, do you feel there's a big difference between Second City Improv and the Johnstonian Improv?
That
Keith
town that they
Johnstone.
call it.
Johnstone.
I worked with Keith Johnstone a little bit, actually. I went and did some classes up at the Bay Area Theater Sports when I was trying to I'm an original member of Off the Wall back in 1975, and I just was depressed. I dropped out of college, and my mom was actually taking a class with Dee Marcus, and she said, oh, come on, Wynn, just come to try the class out. And I honestly, it was like from the very first class, I'd seen Dee in a show up in Palo Alto. She was an old friend of my mom's actually. And my sister got to do the thing on stage. I think I was 12 or something. And I just so wanted to do that, but that was not to be, I thought. And I'd gone to live in Europe for a year or so, and I came back and I just didn't know what to do with my life. So I joined this class and I was absolutely hooked. And then all these people started coming in through the workshops over the years, many people. And it's been a pretty consistent cast once we find people like Harry Byrne, Tom, Andy and Paul and Archie and Carol, of course. And then that sort of expanded, but I mean, not only digress, go all over the place, but yeah, I just read everything I could by Viola Spolin. I was doing classes all over the place, but I had worked with Keith Johnstone up in San Francisco. He had a couple of workshops that he'd come down from Canada to do, and I read his books as well. So the difference between that, I think Keith has a lot of different approaches at different times. So the difference between Second City and Keith Johnstone, I don't know. I didn't work at Second City, but I worked with Keith, and he had a very eclectic and interesting, and I think quite wonderful approach. And what I basically was do the obvious thing because it's yours. It's what's most obvious to you. And I always thought that was a great thing to do. Not try too hard to be original. Your brain's going to make something of it, and listen like hell, and do what seems obvious.
Barbara, did you want to say something?
Yeah, I studied my entrance to improv was through theater sports, which was Keith Johnson. Yeah. And we started a group in New York, and Keith flew down maybe 4 or 5 times from Canada and taught seminars. And he was a wonderful, down-to-earth teacher. And Wendy's right, go for the obvious. Don't make up something elaborate when tomato soup is really what's on your mind. And then also one of the most important things that I learned from him is he said, your objective in improv is to make your partner look good.
Yes.
And so I take that advice with me through life.
Yeah,
that's a lot of the same
core of the work, at Second City, and
Sure.
Keith Johnstone came and Bernie brought Keith Johnstone into Second
We worked
City
with him
to teach a number of seminars and workshops. And I know Del Close was our director too, and now he's revered for Upright Citizens Brigade. But Sheldon Patinkin was, I think, a very grounded and gifted director of improvisation. He said simply, it's always about, and Del also said this, it's always about the other person, that you are there for the other actor. And Sheldon's note was very simple. It is listen, don't hide, tell the truth. And you can't really go wrong or try to trip up or think of clever things if that's exactly what you're doing in the present moment.
Here's a question for Carol. What's the best or worst thing about playing for an improv group?
Well, the best thing is just the joy. It's just, I love doing this. The worst thing for me sometimes is I have a song in my head and I can't remember exactly what it is, because I always try to make jokes, for you guys. And, as years go by, since I have about 20,000 songs in my head, I forget 1 or 2. So that's the worst thing, but I always make something up.
I just want to say that when Off the Wall did the Edinburgh Theatre Festival, one of the favorite things that the critics wrote about was Carol's work with Off the Wall. They just singled it out and really praised her, and were just like, very effusive about
She's one of the best.
Talent.
And we were very fortunate to work with both Fred Kaz and Ray Colcord, who was actually initially with the Groundlings. Those gentlemen are both gone, but they were terrific as well, and they were is equal a part of the company as Carol is.
Michael Feinstein, back in 1975, was one of our earliest. Did you come to the show because of
No, I
Michael?
got
Yeah,
involved.
we know Michael.
Michael asked me to do it. He was going off to be a star. And he said, I think you'll like this. So, and
He kept wanting to like play. Remember, you used to play your songs and stuff before the show, Carol? And Michael was like, I'd like to sing a couple things. We were like, okay, you know.
I think we should just play the piano, Michael.
Oh God. And he was so wonderful. And he was actually, I bumped into him recently. It was lovely, very, very lovely too. You know, I'd also like, you know, Mostly Organic, I think did such a great job and does such a good job at the show too. I'd love to hear a little bit more from some of them as well.
Well, I get, yeah, I mean, gosh, I don't even hold a candle to everything that you guys have said, the collective experience. But
You're part of the collective experience. That's
Yeah,
you. You're part of that.
No, I started in Chicago. I took one class at Second City when I lived there. I didn't live there long enough to really continue, but that kind of it got my, you know, its claws in me. And then I came out to LA and really just started joining groups. I mean, I was just kind of all over the place. So I didn't really workshop so much until Andy's class. Like, you know, I never really gravitated because there are a lot of classes that are very sort of agenda driven, and it's just not something I really care to be. It just doesn't really interest me. I like to improvise because it's fun, and it, you know, it helps my acting, but it's fun more than anything, and the people involved are the best. That's all of you. And Andy, it's the only church of improv I will go to now. So yeah, that's my story.
Yeah, I did improv in my high school drama class, and then just really loved it and wanted to do more of it. But you know, we had to move on, and we couldn't keep doing improv games. So I joined Andy's class when I was like 17, I think, and I was just terrified because everyone was so good and so funny. And so, yeah, it was an adjustment period, but I learned and, you know, just had fun, just like laughing every week and just getting better. And, you know.
I actually started in Dee's classes years ago and performed with her. And that's where I met Oliver Muirhead, who I know many of you know. And then I had a career writing and producing television. And actually, I got work for Oliver when I worked on the Spider-Man show because we needed someone who was British, and he fit the bill because he's English. And then I wandered into.
Is that all it takes, really?
It was really all it took on that. And then I wandered into comedy sports for 10 years, which is an offshoot of theater sports, but more highly structured. And we were the improv group out at the Ice House for 6 years on Sunday nights, which was really, really fun because doing improv when there's a 2-drink minimum is really fun. And then I got out of it and had kids and did Little League coaching and all of that. And now I've come back to it and I'm really enjoying myself this go round.
Well, one of the interesting things I'd like to bring up, if I could jump the subject for just a moment, is that Off the Wall had the privilege of working with Robin Williams just before he hit. And this is, Bernadette and I got out here just after he hit. But, you know, he would come to the improv and people would ask me, well, what's it like to work with, like, essentially the Michael Jordan of improv? And, you know, Robin was the ultimate team player. He was really good at fitting in, playing a small part, playing a big part. He listened well. He listened too well sometimes. But, I mean, he really was amazing at being part of the team. And that's what improv really is. There's no stars. The whole idea of it is the whole team works or nobody works. And Robin really was good at that.
Before I started with Off the Wall, another improv group, and I won't say who they are, asked me to play for them. But they wanted me to actually write songs, write melodies that they would use all the time. And I went, well, that's not improv. And then I found Off the Wall where we just make it up.
Yeah, and the thing about working with Carol is she'll kind of give a feeling, but she's so attuned to, I mean, hard to tell with Zoom, I have to say, but what's been so much fun in all these years, it's still so interesting because you don't really know where it's going. And it's such a give and take of like, oh, there's that rhythm. Oh, she's feeling my rhythm of here. Or like, oh, it's this kind of song, you know, and it is just improvised. We don't have melodies that anyone knows a thing about before we begin.
Mhm.
You know, reflecting on something Tom said about, you know, being a team player, one of the things I've really enjoyed working on in the last few years is being the straight man and setting people up. And you know, it's a challenge, but it's really, really fun when you feel like you're supporting the person who's maybe being a little bit crazy or out there. And I have to say that watching both Harry and Andy be straight men has not only been a joy, but it's been such an instructive thing to me to see that, you know, not only can you have fun with being the straight guy, but that feeling that you're supporting somebody else on stage and really helping them enhance their performance by just, you know, whatever, being that guy that a lot of people resist being, I think, because they're not, don't seem as crazy, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, well, the straight man really, I mean, that's what George Burns said, you know, that you know a person who really understands if they can play straight. And
I meant to say straight person, by the way, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Well, they're not straight, so.
You know, the best straight people are also funny in their own way.
Yeah.
Well, look at Mike Nichols, you know.
Well, okay, I think that's a little bit more even between the two of them, but
Well, look at him sometime.
well, but you know, like in those supposed to be straight men, like Jack Burns with Avery Schreiber. Jack Burns was really funny. I mean, and George Burns and Gracie Allen, you know, Gracie Allen is funny in a particular way. She's not really funny without George Burns, you know, because she needs a frame, and he was a very funny frame. So yeah, you're playing straight, but it's sort of a misnomer in a way. But yeah, you do have to be serving like Carol serves off the wall, as a facilitator, as an influence, as a way of opening up something for the supposed gag person.
Right.
Yeah.
Carol was the
Tom
original
is
influencer.
Tom is also a really gifted and supportive straight man.
Big part of our show is Tom.
Tom anchors, you know, night school and audition, and you know, yeah.
He's the anchor.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a moment just to do two shameless plugs. One is if you want to read more about improv.
You can't see it, Andy.
Can't
That's
see it,
it.
you have to
Out of
hold
focus.
it back by your face.
That's because I'm on
Put it in
blur.
front of your face.
You put it in front of your face, directly in front of your face.
Cover your face, Andy.
There it is.
Sort of. Okay.
Well,
Enough is revealed.
Anyway, it's
Say
called
something.
Improv Comedy. You can find it on Amazon by Andy Goldberg. The other thing is that we will be at the Fanatic Salon this coming Sunday night. A couple of people asked about that. It starts at 7:30. No, there will not be popcorn, but there will be wine and snacks. And
But you have to eat outside though.
you have to eat outside, you have to wear a mask, and you have to prove that you have been vaccinated. But you will get to see the host of Supermarket Sweeps, Mr. David Ruprecht, will be joining us. So.
Yay. And
So Andy, are we? And we're kind of doing a kind of a monthly schedule.
Yeah.
Once they're getting it off the wall. So where could they find out if they can't make this one?
Just
Is
go
there
to
any
the
kind of
Fanatic
page
Salon.
or
Go to the Fanatic Salon website.
does Off the Wall or Mostly Organic have their own page?
Yes, Off the Wall has a Facebook page, and Mostly Organic has a Facebook page, and Andy Goldberg's Improv Comedy Workshops has a Facebook page. And our next show is going to be October 3rd, I believe. September 12th and October 3rd.
yeah.
So let's see, any more questions? How did Carol get involved? I think we found that out. I went to see a show on Melrose and Carol was playing that show. And
Wow.
I said, hey, want to do some improv? And she came and that was what, 40 years ago or something?
Didn't remember that, Andy. Gosh.
Carol,
My
was that
first, yeah.
that Shrink or whatever it was called?
Yes, I believe that was Shrink. It was about the parents of a psychiatrist hiding in his closet.
And Ann Bowen directed it. Ann Bowen directed it.
That's correct.
That ties everything together. So,
But Carol, how did you sort of learn improvising musical styles?
Well, I'll tell you my first experience. I was in college at the University of Chicago, and a friend of mine was in the junior Second City Company. I didn't know what improv was, so I went to see her. And just before curtain, she came running into the audience and said, "Carol, you got to help us. Our piano player is sick. You're going to play." And she said, "Oh, just make it up."
Right.
What I do.
and the rest is history.
That's perfect, Carol.
That's great.
Wow.
We have a
Carol, I went to the University of Chicago too. I didn't know.
No, you're kidding.
Yeah.
A little bit after I did, but
Yeah.
well, I was a physics major.
Bernadette and I performed there.
I was a humanities major, so I worthless, but yeah. Cool. I didn't know that.
It's a great place.
Love it. It is. It is.
Here's a silly question from, I'm assuming this is Gary Schwartz of the Spolin Players.
Uh-huh.
Oh, great
asking,
group.
Does,
Yay, great.
I think they were on you yesterday. Does Liz iron her own sheets or send them out? They were referring to the background.
This is not a bed sheet. This is supposed to be a backdrop, so which is even more pathetic because it should be like wrinkles.
Yes.
We love it, Liz.
Only the best for you guys.
Thank you.
I'm gonna work on that.
All right. Well, I don't see any more questions unless one of you wants to ask one of the other ones of you a question. I guess we're about to wrap up here.
Cool.
Well, somebody asked if we got into it later, like
Later
I
in
don't know.
life, yeah.
later in life. And as it happened, all of us got into it in our early 20s.
Yeah.
Somebody said who was the piano player Carol replaced, and we answered that actually was
Michael Feinstein.
Michael Feinstein.
And Carolyn Morey, in regard to being obvious, Del Close always said, take the second choice. In other words, if there's an obvious choice, take a half second and think of another choice. Don't just necessarily do the obvious one. And obviously, if you lead that, and he also used to say, lead with your hand, and when you open a door, have your character be discovered as you walk into it. In other words, discover yourself on stage.
I have to say, go ahead, Paul.
I was just going to say that you go with your impulse, but you shape it. That's what I've always taken as my byword, to give it just a moment to somehow structure it so that it's more useful,
And also, Del would always say to, work from the top. If your second choice or whatever, work from the top of your intelligence.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And don't
Your character's
underestimate-
intelligence, of your character's intelligence.
Yeah, but don't underestimate the audience's understanding of what you're doing.
And I just would want to add too, there are some times when we used to have a backstage and you'd be listening to the scene going on and a character just sort of pops in your head. And I can enter with that character and have other times I really love the feeling of the discovery of it developing as the scene goes on and staying open to creating, it's a living thing. But I would basically say, don't give yourself too many rules about how you create it. Discover, be curious about, the way you create, and try different stuff. Be brave, be bold.
Fortune,
Right.
fortune
Elaine
favors the
May
brave.
said, when in doubt, she said, when in doubt, seduce. And Viola said, when in doubt, commit.
Yes.
I don't know about all these rules you guys have, but all I know is I've been listening to you guys for 40 years and I'm still laughing. So whatever you're doing it
Well,
right.
thank you. Thank you.
Thank you,
Let's take
Carol.
that compliment and end there. We love you too, Carol. It's time for us to go. There's another show coming up. So thank you all for
Thank
being
you.
here. Thank you for
Thank you.
watching. Thank you. For
Stay
performing.
curious.
and keep the laughter going.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I
Don't work blue.